getting this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from Denver. He fields it from the 8. Already, we've got a loose football. And the fumble recovery is made. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. So never mind about who's receiving to start this game, Brock. Got ourselves a change of possession already, and this crowd is loving it.
And the first offense they'll see take the field is the whole team, which is practically sprinting out there to take advantage and keep this crowd humming.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Going back, it's the handoff. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
3rd and long for Nix. Escape. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. It's away, came off his foot wrong instantly, low and short here. And this is touchdown right at the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Ready? Next.
The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory.
Let's go now. Gravity lying.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Deputy!
Running back sent in motion. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. First time this game they've looked to him. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Come on, come on. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Downs 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic that worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Brooks. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Third down run with Brooks. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, two sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to turn backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
On the check.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
19, Tiger.
Going for it with Brooks. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. He'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They give it to him again. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to be first down Denver. New set of downs for them from the 31. First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. And Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Now Nick's on third down. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Hicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a fourth down. So out now comes the punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go, here we go.
Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And this defense is firing to begin the season, Great play to get him behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll get you back to Mile High after this.
On the ready.
Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have second and pretty long here. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. And the Broncos had a considerable return on the interception. They're going to take over inside the red zone. They're at the 15-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at the 15-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10. Play action with Nix. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
He brings it in. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Nix. Catch made. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You know, kid, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Now it's second and goal from the 1.
Bombers.
They'll throw again. Nix. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away. Incomplete. Ooh, for a moment, thought those were our first points until he came and knocked it away.
Yeah, I think the message sent pretty clear after that play. You're going to have to try a lot harder than that to be the first ones on the board.
Here's a gill straight up the middle. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Broncos get the game's first points here in the second. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on third and goal.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down just inside the 25. Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10.
60 Vikings.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. They'll set up the screen. Brooks. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
With that down the distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
Come on. Set. Pass the 60. Hot 70.
First and 10, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So it'll be second down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
They're going play action. He puts some juice on it deep. He's got it inside the 25. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Ready,
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Here we go. Set. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, Buffalo 18.
Working inside the red zone. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Not it all right there. Now we've got to regroup for second down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
19, 18, 60 Eagles.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Nix from the gun. Pocket isn't moving up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Third and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Work begins at the 31. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. First and 10 from the 32.
Tag. Kennedy Lions.
They'll start this drive with Brooks. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. No, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Go. Ready.
On second down, it's Brooks. And that's good for a few. It brings up third down. Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Let's go now. Press on lead. 65 6. Hey, alert, alert. Trap 60. Hey.
Air it out on 3rd. It's complete. This is Egbuka. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They go play action on 1st down. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Okay, ready?
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go. 60, 70,
On the give, it's Brooks. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that 1st.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Cowboy 1st down.
Running once more with Brooks. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Broncos' 32-yard line.
Passing now on 2nd and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
19 Charger.
To the air on 3rd and long. It's Egbuka on the slant. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and goal, Dallas.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Here's Brooks. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
At the 10-yard line.
They call pass on 2nd and goal. And the Broncos make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
At the 13-yard line.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our 2nd half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Buys time, rolling right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie, heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially when one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for Dallas 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
Brooks bouncing out ahead from the pistol. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here.
Here we go.
Motioning one of the tight ends. They'll stick with Brooks here on 1st. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you've still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Let's go.
They'll run the toss to Blue. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal.
60 bikes, go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grab the lead on their first series of the half. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7.
Broncos 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
Hold on, set. Catching.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. That one's complete, right side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time, and it's going to be second down. Once more, it's Nix. That's him on the quick hitter. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. 7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Got a screen to the running back. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Savon Rebel with the pick. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Hands off here for Brooks. Gets up the edge to the 35. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Cowboy 80. Warrior 70.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Dump off caught by his back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. You know, one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Cowboys who have it with the lead, but the win not secure just yet. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 70.
Throwing it again here. Dumped off to his running back. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Ready. Bronco 65. Ready.
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain gain of 10 and a first down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to keep them from piling on those yards.
Trying to find a cut back upfield, but nothing doing. They take him down for a loss.
When you see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively tremendous anticipation, but even more, better execution.
And second down only works out for a yard.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18. Mustang 19. Let's go.
Throw here, 3rd down. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win. It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Again on 2nd and 10. Nix. Forced back to his right. Moving right. Airs it out down the sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go now.
Motion the tight end over. On 1st down, here comes Brooks. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Come on, set.
Again, it's Brooks. Now even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Cut like back. Panther 50. Panther 50.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separating man from ball. Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown and field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. This one falls incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Second down. Here's Nix again. Got for big yards on the right side. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for Broncos' 1st down. Offense up to the line fast.
11.
Shotgun, they'll get to him inside. It's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nix from the gun. On the move, headed right. To the right side and reeled in by London. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for our Broncos. 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Nix. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Cowboys take possession just shy of midfield following the interception and a lengthy return.
We're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Cowboys looking like they'll start this season with a win. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. This is Brooks heading left. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Pass all 80. Let's go.
No throw, 3rd and long. Finds him on the slant. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit in that 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Handoff running left, it's Blue. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Danger, Case. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Going left side, Williams with it. Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the gun, a gift to Brooks. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys push the lead to 20. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Almost set. Ready. Wide anyone.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. It is caught left side. He'll get it up to the 44. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 41.
Going from the gun here. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road.